On my presentation today, I will be describing the explanation of a bicep curl. What is a bicep curl? Bicep curl is simply the contraction of your bicep, forearm, and also wrist and the elbow, contracting in an upward motion. Describing this would be a class 3 lever. It is a class 3 lever because of the effort between the load and the fulcrum. So your fulcrum would be right here at the elbow. The load would be located around right here around the hand. This will be considered your load. I am using my backpack to demonstrate as my load. And then the effort will be above the bicep since the amount of effort is pointing downward since it's of a short motion because of the length. So note, the length between my arm goes all the way from the fulcrum and more between my load and my arm and my fulcrum. And then the effort has a shorter length, which would be right here. So basically the way it works is just the effort between the length and the fulcrum. So knowing it as a class 3 lever, we have it right here in just in a downward position, and then you move upwards. And then right here, it shows my effort is lined up parallel to my load, or not my load, but my forearm, which would be more of my effort, which has a smaller extended, which would be stops right here. My fulcrum would be here, which is in between both my load and my fulcrum. So my load is from basically from my forearm to my hand, and then my bicep would be my effort, so it would be stopped right here above, right above my fulcrum, which was the elbow. So the bicep curl is known as an exercise in a linear motion. Note that since it's known as a linear motion because it just goes in a linear direction in a constant rate. It just goes in the same speed, same rate, doesn't change at all in any motion. But only reason why it's considered a linear motion because it goes from one direction to another. But little do we know is that if we look right here around the elbow, it is known as a rotational movement because it's rotating around its own axis because it's just going, for example, just like in your ankle when you do a calf raise. And then right there, we're going to move on forward into what the exercise consists of. So, as the exercise consists of, with speed, velocity, torque, so on. So the exercise would be known for more of speed. Since you start in a downward position, you will literally, in one just movement, lift the weight up. It will be almost parallel to your shoulder and then downwards again. So it's just the exercise considered to be speed because of the amount of load. So for example, the weight brought up to your shoulders possibly, or even to the midpoint, is almost known in just a one given motion. There's no power. It's all just in a speed because you're just boom, and then you construct it down, going in a slower motion to try to get every single muscle to contract. You'll be boom, and then downwards again in a quick, easy, fast motion. And it's just, there you go. And then with the velocity and power, there's really not much more of the velocity. It doesn't change in any speed or form. It's just in a quick, upright motion. The power itself, it's going to be there because it's just a one quick boom. And there you have it, my explanation of the bicep curl.